Good morning. I'm Toni Fein, and I'm eager to read this book to you today. What do you think this book is going to be about? What's that a picture of on the front? Is that a big bone? And these people are carrying big bones too. The title is Bones, Bones, Dinosaur Bones by Byron Barton. Do you think those are dinosaur bones? Maybe. Bones, bones, dinosaur bones. Bones, bones, we look for bones. These people are going out to look for bones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people going off. And they have some tools in their hands too, don't they? What kind of tools do they have? This person has a pick. And these two have shovels. And 2 more picks and a shovel. What do you use those tools for? Could you use them for digging a hole? Tyrannosaurus, Apatosaurus, Stegosaurus, Ankylosaurus, Parasaurolophus, Gallimimus, Thecodontosaurus, Triceratops. We look for the bones of dinosaurs. Where are they looking? Are they looking up in the sky or down on the ground? That's right, they're looking down at the ground, aren't they? Dinosaur bones are often buried in the ground. Oh, it says we find them. Look, there's a person pointing at the bone and everybody's looking at the bone. It looks like they're excited. They found a bone. And it's a really big bone. Look at that. It's bigger than those people. It must have been a big animal to have such a big bone. Look at all those holes they're digging. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 big holes. Those holes are big enough for the people to sit in and stand in, aren't they? It says, we dig them up. They're digging up the bones. Gigantic bones. Look, this is much bigger than that person. And each one of them has some bones in the bottom. We can't see the bone in the bottom of that hole, but maybe there is one there too. Oh, and now it says we wrap them and pack them. Those old bones that are fossils are a little bit fragile. They need to be wrapped up carefully in order to move them so they don't break. It's wrapping the protection around the bones. And then they're using a pulley to lift it and put it in a box. We use pulleys for things that are very heavy. That bone must weigh a lot. It's as big as a person. And it's made out of stone now because it's a fossil, so that weighs a lot. We load them on trucks. There they are, using the pulley again to lift the box onto the truck. There's the truck waiting. How many boxes are they loading on the truck? Will you count with me? Will you say the numbers when I point to the boxes and we can count together? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think that's part of one, isn't it? 7, 8, 9, 10 boxes of bones. Where do you suppose they're taking those bones? see. Oh, this says Natural History Museum. It says, we have the bones of dinosaurs. They've loaded the bones into the trucks, and the trucks are now going to the museum. Dinosaur bones, you can often see bones in a museum. Let's see. There are lots of boxes in these trucks, too. It looks like there are even more than 10 boxes now. Should we count them again? 1, 2, are you helping me? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 boxes of bones. That's a lot of bones. It must be a big dinosaur that they found. I wonder what kind of dinosaur it is. Do you have a guess? Let's see. We have head bones and foot bones and leg bones. You have a head bone. Can you feel your head bone knock on your head? That's hard. That's because you have a bone there. And foot bones. Do you have bones in your foot too? Sure you do. And leg bones and rib bones. That's your tickle bone. That's a hard bone there too in your ribs. And back bones. Can you feel those bumps on your back? Those are your back bones. And teeth and claws. And all of those bones are here. Back bones. And your teeth and your claws. Claws are like fingernails, aren't they? All those bones. And they're taking the covers off and getting them ready to show. Yeah. We put the claws on the foot bones. And the foot bones go on the leg bones. That's just like you, don't you? You have toenails on your toes. And there are the toes and the foot bones. And that attaches to the leg bone. Just like you. Those are great big bones, though. Look how big they are. There's 3 people putting that together. And that's a grown-up, and the bones are taller than the grown-up. It's like a big puzzle they're putting together, isn't it? We put the teeth into the head bones, and the head bones on the neck bones. And then we put the rib bones on the back bones. All of those things, putting them together. Look, he's using a ladder to lift that up. There he is carrying that great big bone to give to his helper. And the tail bones are last. The tail bones are little, aren't they? You could put a tailbone in your hand. Hold out your hand. Let's put a little bone in that. Yeah. Look, she's got it in her hand. It's little enough to have in her hand. You could carry the tailbone, but the head bone is gigantic, isn't it? The tail bones are last. These are the bones of Tyrannosaurus Rex. Great big head bone, and neck bone, and backbone, and ribs. And there are the legs. Front legs are little tiny front legs, and great big fast long back legs. And a very, very long tail. They've put all of those bones together. Bones, bones, we look for bones. And these are all the different dinosaurs that they look for. Apatosaurus, Gallimimus, Tyrannosaurus. That's the one they found, isn't it? That's a little bit what it might have looked like when it was alive. Only the bones are left now, though. That's what we can see in museums now, are just the bones. That's why they look for them, so people who are interested can see what they might have looked like from the bones. Parasaurolophus, Stegosaurus, Thecodontosaurus, and Triceratops. All different dinosaurs. I wonder which one they'll find next. Which would you like to find? I would be happy if I found any of them. That would be very exciting, wouldn't it? And that is the end of the book. There's one of the paleontologists. That's what you call people who look for bones, dinosaur bones and fossils. Paleontologists. Maybe you'll be a paleontologist one day. Bones, Bones, Dinosaur Bones by Byron Barton. That was an interesting book, wasn't it? Thanks for listening. I'll look forward to seeing you next week with a new book to read. Bye.